everyone. Today's topic is muscle origin, insertion, nerve supply and action. Coracobrachialis origin. Tip of the coracoid process with the short head of the biceps brachii. Insertion. Medial 1/3 of the medial border of the humerus. Nerve supply. Musculocutaneous nerve C5 to C7. Action. Flex the arm at the shoulder. In this diagram, you show the origin and insertion of coracobrachialis muscle. Joint. Brachialis muscle. Origin, insertion, nerve supply and action. Origin. Lower half of the front of the humerus, including both the anteromedial and anterolateral surface. Medial and lateral intramuscular septa. We can see here in diagram, it's a diagram of the brachialis muscle. Origin from the lower half of the front of the humerus. It's including to the anteromedial and anterolateral surface. Insertion. Coronal process of the tuberosity of the ulna. We can see here insertion of the brachialis muscle into the front of the coronal process of the tuberosity of the ulna. Nerve supply. Musculocutaneous nerve is motor and radial nerve is proprioceptive. Action of the brachialis muscle. Flexions the forearm at the elbow joint. We can see here in brachialis muscle diagram an origin from the shaft of the humerus from medial and lateral intramuscular septa and insertion over the front of the coronal process and tuberosity of the ulna. Biceps brachii muscle. Origin, insertion, nerve supply and action. Origin. It's a two head, long head and short head and long head. Short head from origin from to the coracoid process and long head from to the supraglenoid tubercle of the scapula from of the glenoid labral. We can see here diagram of the biceps brachii muscle. We can see here the origin from the short head of the bicep brachii. It's a coracoid process, and the long head of the bicep brachii from to the supraglenoid tubercle. Insertion is the posterior rough part of the radial tuberosity, and the tendon give off of the extension called is a bicipital aponeurosis with the extension to the ulna and it separate medial cubital vein from the brachial artery. We can see here insertion of the bicipital aponeurosis and biceps tendon inserted into the radial tuberosity. It's a nerve supply. Musculocutaneous nerve C5 and C6. Action. Short head, long head. Short head action is flex of the arm, and long head action is prevent the upward displacement of the head of the humerus, and it is a flexures of the elbow. We can see here in diagram of the bicep brachii muscle. It's a two head, short head and long head. Short head origin from to the coracoid process and long head origin from to the supraglenoid tubercle. And this is a muscle belly and insertion of the bicep tendon into the radial tuberosity and bicipital aponeurosis. In this diagram, you can show the origin and insertion of muscle. Thank you everyone.